the female one is different?
Be smaller
Oh.
size, because this is Violet. She's going to be 41 in November, and this is Rusty, and he's 38. Yeah, and so he's 315 pounds, and she's 140 pounds. So her skull would be about 2/3 the size. It would be very much the same, and the same with her hand, be about 2/3 the size. Yeah. It's actually larger than a gorilla's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, in length. Gorillas actually, I'll show you if I can find my picture real quick here. Yeah. So this would be a gorilla's hand.
Wow.
But in length, the orangutan is actually longer. And the reason is they evolved to be tree dwellers, so they evolved to have these long, strong fingers and hands. Whereas the gorilla is predominantly a ground dweller. It can climb trees, but it's not going to swing or brachiate in the same way that an orangutan would. That's actually Rusty's real hair. And so, I don't know if you heard, but these are herbivores. They don't eat meat. And even though they have these four nasty looking canines, which we usually associate with meat eaters like carnivores or omnivores that eat both meat and vegetables, and the orangutan is pretty much an herbivore. It's been observed eating some termites and things like that. But unlike the chimps will eat snakes and other reptiles and eggs and birds. And chimps will even hunt and kill monkeys. They'll eat meat, yeah. You know. And it's the same with the gibbons. They'll eat meat. Sometimes I'll watch them over there, and they'll sit right by the pond where the fish will come too close.
Oh.
And then some of the visitors get upset because they're going, "You do something." Well, there's nothing I can do. You know? That's nature,
Yeah,
you know. And they'll take the fish up on top and they'll devour it up there, you know.
Oh, wow.
But the orangutan is only an herbivore. It eats fruit, flowers, eats over 300 kinds of fruit. But the teeth are still useful. Some of the fruit are hard to open. Well, this will simplify it. Another thing is that sometimes there is no food. You'll have a bad season, but they still have to eat. Can't go to the store like we can, you know? And so they'll usually just go to a tree, and with these sharp teeth, they'll scrape bark off and they'll get enough nutrition from that. And then also, it can be intimidating for something that a predator. You know, you open up that mouth and you make a big sound. It can be intimidating, but it's usually not intimidating for tigers. Tigers are bigger and they're meaner and they're fast, and so their best defense against those kinds of predators is something you wouldn't think about. It's their arm span. An orangutan, even though it probably doesn't get much bigger than you, you're about 4.5 feet tall, probably, somewhere around there. That's the size of a full-grown orangutan. But here's their arm span. If you can walk away carefully, be careful, don't fall. Even though they're only 4.5 feet tall, they have an arm span of 8 feet. And, yeah. So even though the tiger can climb a tree,
Can you believe that?
yeah, the alert orangutan will get away. Because if you have an arm span of 8 feet, you could easily leap 20 feet in one jump. Some have been observed jumping 30 feet. So by the time the tiger thinks lunch is waiting, they're gone. They're gone, you know.
Were you ready to go see?
Yeah. And you got to remember this, the most important thing for all of us is to share the planet. Because orangutans only live on one place, Indonesia. The only place in the whole earth. And yet we've lost, when I was a little boy, we had over 300,000 in the wild. We've lost 90% of them. We're down in the 30s. And as human beings, we destroy their habitat, and if all you eat is fruit, you're going to need hundreds of acres, each orangutan. And when we destroy those forests, they die out. And we don't ever want a time when the only place to see them is the zoos. So as humans, we have a responsibility to make sure our fellow animals on the planet are always protected, because we're supposed to be the strongest ones. We just got to act like it.
I know. Well, thank you so much.
You have a great day. Thanks for coming
Bye.
today.